From being a vlogger to becoming YouTube's boxing hitman, Slim Albaher has proven that he is a true threat to the game. Although he may not look like a tough opponent, Slim has successfully completed all his contracts to eliminate his opponents in the ring and has shocked the crowd many times thus far. Fans now believe he deserves to have a shot at KSI or even Jake Paul, but how did Slim get to this point? Let's take a look into Slim the Hitman's YouTube boxing career so far. Slim vs. Foursey. Slim's amateur debut in boxing was against the popular YouTuber Foursey, which was also his debut. The two fought for a charity match in support of Yemen on September 2019 at York Hall in London. When comparing the two fighters, you would think Foursey has the advantage of being the bigger and more stronger-looking opponent. However, looks did deceive in this fight as Slim berated his opponent with constant punches to the face and pretty much demolished him in the ring. Foursey's main issue in the fight was the fact that he had no defense whatsoever and was essentially a human punching bag. His hands were constantly down, allowing Slim to throw jab after jab, even breaking Foursey's nose in the process. Though we will give Foursey some credit, as he did manage to knock down Slim in the first round. Regardless of the outcome, Foursey did show heart and never gave up as he ate the punches, but his corner had to throw the towel in for his own safety. Slim's first target was eliminated, as he successfully completed his first contract, adding a W to his name. Slim vs. Amir Foutuhi. Slim's next fight came 2 years later, and it was his debut as a professional against Amir Foutuhi, better known as NNA Productions. The match took place in Dubai at the Coca-Cola Arena on TK Fight Night's social knockout event, and it wouldn't last long. As soon as the bell rings, Slim comes in hot and ready to attack. He puts the pressure on Amir and had him hanging off the ropes with a left hook in just the first 20 seconds. After he shakes it off, Amir comes back to eat a wild right hook from Slim, sending him hanging off the ropes once again. This time it was enough for the referee to call off the fight in favor of Slim via TKO in just under 45 seconds of round one. Nonetheless, the Hitman's second contract was completed with swiftness as he moves on to his next target. Slim vs. Abidan. Slim didn't waste any time setting up his next fight as he would be fighting against Abidan just 3 months after his knockout against Amir. The fight would once again take place in Dubai at the same Coca-Cola Stadium in October. Unlike the first, this match would go past the first round as Abidan proved to be Slim's toughest opponent to date. Slim would score a knockdown in the first round, but the two did exchange punches in a vicious second round. It wasn't until the third round that Slim clocked Abidan with a nasty right hook, brutally knocking him out. It was so brutal that it went trending all over social media. With another professional win and another KO to add to his record, Slim was surely building up his resume and started to become a force in the scene. With his opponents eliminated in the ring, Slim's third contract was complete in a brutal fashion. Slim vs. Ryan Taylor. The next fight for the Hitman was scheduled to be against Ryan Taylor, but things turned sour with this one. Before the actual fight, Ryan Taylor and a Bellator fighter jumped Slim and his friend Adam Salif, beating them up. This left Slim with a detached retina and ultimately led to the cancellation of the fight. A truly despicable act by Ryan and a disgrace to the boxing scene. Ryan was removed altogether from the fight with no replacement opponent for him. However, this wouldn't be the end of their story as the Hitman didn't leave his job unfinished. But we'll come back to that shortly. Slim vs. FaZe Temper. As Slim's previous fight got canceled due to the events that took place, he was still hungry for a match. He ended up picking a fight on 2 weeks' notice, replacing Blueface, and would now be fighting against FaZe Temper on August 27, 2022, on Misfits X DAZN's first series. This fight would be the influencer boxer title ICB Light Heavyweight Championship, so there was more than ego on the line. Even though Slim had a previous eye injury and picked the fight on 2 weeks' notice, he definitely put on a show. Both fighters made each other work hard, but Temper was the fans' choice, as many thought Slim would be an easy opponent for him. However, Slim came to the ring to cause an upset, and that's exactly what he did. In just the second round, Slim caught Temper with a devastating right hook, sending FaZe down to the canvas. The referee stopped the fight after the blow, and Slim earned the ICB Light Heavyweight Championship title, as well as his third professional win and another KO to his record. The fact that Slim took this fight on 2 weeks' notice, even after his eye injury, and was still able to win is the reason we love Slim. His fourth contract was successfully completed as he moves on to unfinished business. Slim vs. Ryan Taylor. It was finally time to finish what they started, as Slim was scheduled to fight Ryan Taylor 2 months after causing an upset for Temper. The fight was on Misfits X DAZN's second series and would be competing for both the Misfits Championship as well as the ICB Light Heavyweight Championship. Some say this was the fight of the night as both men gave it their all. Slim was the aggressor for the most part and impressively took many blows from someone heavier than him. It's safe to say no one in Slim's weight class can eat the same number of power punches as he does. What's more impressive is the fact that Slim was able to knock down Ryan in the second round with a clean right hand. They went head-to-head and took it to the scorecards, where it was a unanimous decision by the judges in favor of Slim. It was the first time he went the distance, but Slim defended his ICB status and successfully secured the Misfits Championship. At this point, Slim has been solidified in the YouTube boxing scene, proving he's got the skills to back himself up. As we mentioned, the Hitman doesn't leave any job unfinished, so it's not surprising to see him finally complete this contract. His next one will be his biggest threat yet. Slim versus Tom Zanetti. His latest and most recent fight was on January 14, 2022, on the undercard of KSI vs. FaZe Temper Misfits Series 4. His opponent was Tom Zanetti, and while it was Tom's pro boxing debut, he proved to be Slim's toughest opponent yet. Once again, fighting someone much bigger and more built than himself, Tom truly made Slim work for it. In the first round, Slim got a clean right sending Zanetti to the ropes, but was unable to finish him off. Later in the third round, Zanetti lands a counter right hook and proceeds with 2 more right hooks, almost knocking Slim out. Fortunately, the Hitman recovers quickly as Tom was unable to capitalize on the situation. Throughout the entire fight, there was massive punches thrown and connected by both fighters. Tom did an excellent job at countering many of Slim's punches and easily ate the ones that connected. Slim did a fantastic job at delivering many great blows to Tom, but was not enough for a KO. Towards the final round, Tom began gassing, whereas Slim's cardio was doing better, as this was his 5th pro fight. In the end, it went to the scorecards, where they read 40-37, 39-37, 39-38, unanimous for Slim the Hitman. His latest contract was completed and now prepares for his next target. What's next for Slim? With Slim's total record at 6-0, with his professional record now at 5-0-0, with 4 knockouts, he's established his name in the YouTube boxing scene. But what's next for him? Many fans believe he deserves a headline fight against KSI or Jake Paul, but it seems like a fight with the 7-figure Gibber is more likely to happen before these major fights start picking up hype. Regardless of who Slim fights next, we are always excited to see what the Hitman brings to the ring. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. We also have a Patreon if you would like to support us. Link is in the bio. See you on the next one.